Professor Queloz, it's an honor and pleasure being with you in Phuket, Thailand. We hope that you enjoy SIPS 2022, and this is just a short conversation about your impressions, about your stay here. Just short. You have been in many meetings, in many conferences around the world. So how you evaluate SIPS? What's the difference between SIPS and other conferences you've been attending?
Well, first, meeting real people is essential in science. It's essential because you meet people you're not used to meet. And what is great with this meeting, there's a lot of people I never heard because I'm not experiencing the work they're doing. So I think it's a great opportunity to meet people from a different background, from different country, and also that come with a different knowledge to just exchange. And that's essentially the purpose of this conference. This is what's called the backdoors meetings, and there is plenty of backdoors, especially the beautiful backdoors we have here, because it's called the beach.
Our choices, the philosophy about that is that we want to give scientists and engineers the best place in the world.
Yeah, that's great. I always believe that the best office is not when you're working. The best idea is when you do something which is enjoying. So my best idea usually I got then was I'm gardening, when I'm walking around, when I'm just doing something different. And I think a nice place, relaxing place is the best way to bring creativity and to make sure that people are interacting. So thank you and congratulations for this choice.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So you were awarded Fray International Sustainability Award. How you feel about that? Because we are linking life, life in universe as part of sustainability, because the blocks of life are probably the same everywhere. How you feel being honored this way?
Well, as an astrophysicist, I think for me, I tend to see the big picture. And it's pretty clear that life on Earth, it's something we have maybe not value enough here. And when you start looking at planet, you may realize that plenty of planets are not at all, good for life. And we have this amazing situation on the solar system with Venus, which is clearly not a place where you would be living. And it's a risk for Earth if we don't be careful about the way we develop our technologies or resources management, and we end up like that. So as an astrophysicist, I can only bring the big picture and helping people to think. Then as a citizen, I think we all have a duty to communicate as much as we can and trying to educate people and help the future generation to fix a problem that our generation we should feel guilty on, because we created this problem in a way, and the next generation will have to fix it. So that's the way I see the problem.
Mm-hmm. So how you feel being honored as a sustainability award? I guess this should be probably the only one as a sustainability award being awarded, because people do not understand. They think about different planets. And so what the sustainability has to do with it. But we catch exactly the life in universe. This is the key for us. That's why you were awarded a sustainability award. How you feel about that?
Well, receiving an award is always nice. So I feel good for that. Yeah. I think it's interesting that being pitched like that, when you do research at the front end of the knowledge, looking for other planets and other life essentially in the universe, you don't really connect directly about the impact on our own life. So in a way, for me, it's a kind of a sign that even if I do something which doesn't look really directly relevant for the day-to-day life here, there is a link. So it's a good sign.
Mm-hmm. So you go back in a couple of days. And then what's your take from SIPS?
Well, first I have had a series of nice exchange with some people. I have a couple of emails, so I will certainly continue the conversations. Science is what I call a marathon. It's never a race. So when you go to a meeting, it's always too short. It's always too intense. you don't really have the time to dilute and digest what you've done. But it's usually enough to create this spark that give you a momentum to keep the conversation going on. So out of this meeting, I already a couple of appointments. One of them will be in Switzerland, next year, on a specific topic that was discussed during this meeting. I cannot say more because it's still a bit secret right now, but this is directly an outcome of this meeting.
Related to planets or related on Earth?
Well, it's exactly the connection that you mentioned. I think there is a connection between the fascination of planets and the interest we can use that as an education purposes to motivate the new generations that will need to learn maybe differently how to live and how to address the rational thinking. And that's a lot of effort right now that people are trying to focus on. We need to reconnect the knowledge, rational knowledge, with the way it is being experienced and is being used in the policy making, for example, for day-to-day life. And we have seen with the COVID, how easy you can be disconnected between the knowledge, what you should be doing, and what the people believe. And the OGM is exactly the same problem here. Then we have a lot of disconnection between what we understand and then the way it's being perceived. And this is a problem, I think, for science in general and any science. And we should spend more time, be careful and focused to try to understand that problem and to fix it.
Well, that's good that you are going with a positive outcome from the meeting, and that's what our meetings are about. They are a source and incentive for new multidimensional cooperation around the world between different fields of science, different cultures, different countries. This is a source of so many multidimensional projects. They start here. So, and I'm very glad that you also are experience this reality.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much. We appreciate your lecture and your coming here, and we look forward possibly in the future again. You are welcome.
With pleasure.
In Punta Cana, in the Dominican Republic next year, or Panama, to be decided.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.